Kia ora guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Alvi, and today we are doing kind of a New Year's video. I know it's a little after New Year's, but I thought I'd do one anyway. And today I will be going through the paints I have bought this year, and telling you what was worth it, what wasn't, what I recommend, what I enjoy, and kind of ranking them. This is based on the sets, the brands, of course they play a part of it, but it's more just the palettes I've got. Some of them I've bought more recently, and that would be this Rembrandt one. I haven't actually been able to give this a fair review of it yet. I haven't done my painting for it yet that I promised you on this channel, so I'm gonna give it a bit more time, just because I don't want to judge it without fully being able to understand the palette and colours and try it out and work with it a bit more. I've used the paints before, I love the paints, so I know I love the set, but I also, just don't want to put it in here before knowing the set a bit more, you know? And I do have a few gouache sets here. This is more of a watercolour video, but I thought I'd give you a little run through of the gouache. So, the gouache that I've gotten this year was the Schmincke one right at the start, and the Royal Talon stuff here, and it's great stuff. Still, you can tell I haven't used it as much. It's just a bit harder to reach for because it's in the metal container. I can probably just take it out of it, but again, I haven't been in homes to be able to use these more often. Like, I've been reaching for the Winsor & Newton ones a lot because I've got them in my flat where I'm studying. So yeah, these ones are great, just not what I'm used to yet. So these ones I'm gonna give more of a chance this year, and hopefully have a better review on them at some point later on. The Royal Talons, I've used them a couple times and they are great, they are reliable, and they're just nice paints to use. Like, the gouache is great quality, but they couldn't beat the new favourite gouache of, just overall for me, is this Holbein gouache set. The paint is amazing. You can tell I've actually used a fair amount of it, and I think I got it in like October, and I've been using it quite a fair bit. The gouache I reach for, it's a nice smaller set, and great colours, so I really enjoy those. So that's the gouache out of the way. Now we move on to the watercolours. Before I get into it, you do not need this much paint. One set is all you need for watercolour. Or just get like a 12 half band set of your chosen brand that's affordable for you. You do not need as many as I have gotten in 1 year. I'm actually doing a little self goal. It's to not buy any paint this year, or if I buy any, it'd be one set or two sets at most. Like, I know I'm a bit over the top, and I know that I want to enjoy my paints a bit more. Like, I love them, I use them as much as I can, but with so many options it gets a bit overwhelming. So that's my goal for this coming year. But without further ado, we'll get into the video. So, watercolors. This first brand is the Jackson's watercolor here. This is the introductory set that you can buy on Jackson's Art, and I don't like it. I don't know, the yellow and blue make the green, so you just get the green where you could already make it yourself. The red is a bit earthy for me, so it's not like a versatile set, I would say. This raw sienna and yellow, they're so similar already, so it could have been a burnt sienna or a raw umber. Burnt umber would have been beautiful. It's just, and the colours itself, the paints aren't great quality, and it's just, honestly, it's a tragic time, so I'm quite disappointed with this set. So that's my last place. Moving on, I've got the Lucas set. Now, don't get me wrong, it's really hard to rank these paints because they're all, from here on, they're all amazing. But the set itself, I don't know. Like, I got two of the same colours in here, like the yellow and another yellow. I got two of those, which is a bit, it happened, it's fine, but it's a bit sad. And then the colours themselves, they reactivate so nicely, but they look so chalky, and gross when they dry out. I don't know, maybe it's just because there's so much filler in them. I don't know why it does that, but it just looks dull and very chalky and not fun. So I don't use them that much because of it. Well, I've used them quite a bit, but like I don't use them as much because of that. Then moving on, I just haven't given this set a true chance, and that's why it's this low. But this is the Margello golden set. I butchered that, I'm so sorry, but I haven't given these a fair chance, I know, but I've had trouble with the Van Dyke Brown because the binder was not mixing and stuff like that, and the colours are great, but they're just kind of not they don't draw me in. They aren't as interesting as some of the other sets I've gotten, and they're not like, I don't know, my go-to. So they're great paints, but just not my favourites, you know. Okay, so moving on to the next one, it is the single tube of Cornelia's Red. This colour is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but there's a reason why this tube is low. It's because I bought the other set with it already in there, which I didn't realise until I opened it, and I was like, I've already got this colour. So it just kind of felt like a little bit of a waste when I could have just waited for the retro set that I bought later on, and yeah, shouldn't have bought this one. But self-awareness was 2024, right? The next set is actually the Sinelli Daniel Smith set, I have to say. The colours are stunning. Daniel Smith, quality brand, of course. But this set, for me, clearly I haven't used it in this tin. It's some amazing colours. It's a very collectible thing for people that love Daniel Smith. It's affordable for them, and the love quinacridone, want all the colours kind of thing. The colours are stunning, but the colours aren't, like, I don't use these all the time. Like, I tend to use my ultramarines heaps, but my reds, oranges, they aren't the colours I use the most. So yeah, I'm stoked I've got it. I love these colours, but they're just not as used as the sets coming up for me. And speaking of not as used, we've got the Sennelier set that I was contemplating putting before the Daniel Smith, but I put the half bands actually in here. But the set, the paints are great. Few more mixed pigment and colours than I thought there would be. Colours are amazing, but just not my go-to. It's a lot of layering when it comes to Sennelier, which is great, but I tend to be a bit more fast-paced with my painting, so it's not as much my style as some of the other brands in this, or other paint sets in this video. So, love the paints, but just love other paints more. Then we've got the PWC. This is the Shinhan set, main colour set B. If it wants to open, these are great paints. You get so much paint for your money. It's a really interesting range of colours, and I do use these kind of colours quite a bit. So I use Burnt Umber so much. I've got that in my main travel set. Crimson's great, Vermilion's great. They're all amazing colours, and I really love them. The thing is with this set is that you would want other paints to put with it, so that it's kind of a full rounded set. That's kind of where the other sets. Next up on the list is the Holbein set of watercolours that I bought. They're very affordable for the 6 tubes of paint you get. They're beautiful colours. You can get some amazing variation in darks and lights and neutrals, and I really recommend this set for people that are starting out, who want a professional set but don't want to pay heaps of money. I love it. The paints are amazing and they're so fun to use. Definitely probably higher up than some others might put them, but I really, really enjoy these paints, so that's why they are so high up for me. Next up is the Amy Tangerine set. Now, I love this not because of the paint, but because of the set. The set itself is the same as my travel set that I have at home, or take with me everywhere. Of course, I've used it a fair bit. So the set itself, the palette it came in, of course that is worth everything to me. I love them. I love it so much. But the paints itself are just not great, that they're just average. They work. They come up a little bit chalky if you don't thin them out enough with a lot of water. You can kind of see that here, and it's a bit of a, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a really weird kind of texture when it dries out. But it's this high up because of the container itself, not because of the paints. Coming up to top 5, we have the Winsor and Newton stuff. Now this is high up because of how I got it from other people, and just beautiful paints, do the job. Bit expensive, but I didn't pay for majority of these. They were gifts that just sentimentally they hold a lot of value to me, so that's why they are number 5 today. Coming down, we've got the Schminke Hoard'em retro set. This set, originally I did not like it, but the more I've used it, the more I really like it. You can see the tubes are actually a lot of use out of them, especially the sepia. The sepia is stunning, and of course the Cornelia red and some of the cobalts. They are gorgeous. Love using these paints, and I put a lot of them in my main travel set as well, actually. The sepia, the red, and the yellow specifically. So yeah, it's a beautiful set, and it's of course got that old-fashioned logo and stuff, so it's got a lot of heritage meaning as well towards the traditional Schminke sets. So did I say Sennelier before? I meant Schminke. Okay, moving on to the top, finally down to the top 3. So core is my number 3. This is the half pan set. So this came with 6 half pans. I've put a dent in them already. This was another kind of more recent set, but the colours are just so beautiful, and they're kind of a different range of colours you'd get from a standard maybe 6 half pan set. They are so easy to reactivate, use, and just put a bit of brightness and colour into the paintings, which I love. And the set itself is quite fun, different shape, and yeah, just really amazing high quality set, and I really enjoy it. Number 2 is this Roman Schmoll set. I love these paints. I actually want to get another Roman Schmoll set later on in life when I've maybe finished up these ones. Put quite the dent in them. I don't know if you can tell, but these have been already well used. I got them at the start of the year, which probably means they'd go higher on the list anyway. Just because I'm able to use them more, work with them more, get used to the paints. I know how they work. I've gotten used to them. I took them to Dunedin with me when I was studying, so I've really been able to appreciate and use these colours a lot. I love this colour here. It's such a gorgeous brown to add to the set. So interesting and quite a unique colour. Same with the green here, and of course the 3 standard primaries, but they're really nice primary colours. They're not something ridiculous or just unhelpful to the set. So great set of 5 colours. I recommend this so much, and it is well priced. So can't praise this set highly enough. But of course there was one more set that I can praise higher, and that is the Denise's Earth Friendly Watercolour Set. So this is the one that came with the tube sets as well, so this is quite this purchase, especially with US shipping and everything, but I love this set. The colours are just incredible. They re-wet so well. They're just everything you need in watercolour, and they are gorgeous. Of course, supporting another artist, it adds to it, of course, and just great colours. I love it. It just makes me so happy, and that is the thing that's important with watercolour, is that it makes you happy when you use it. So I hope this video was helpful if you were thinking of buying one of these sets that are featured in the video, and if not, then I hope it was entertaining to watch. So thank you guys for listening to me ramble and rant away, and I hope you guys have an amazing 2025.